on something hot.
He put it in
Yeah,
the microwave for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Andrew, hey friend.
Just finished with Sam. Wow.
Yeah,
What a salesman, right? He's got it.
he's
Got it
good, huh?
sussed, isn't he? What a pitch. It's great. And
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are going to learn stuff. Jacoby, how are you, man?
Jacoby's here.
I'm doing
Is
quite well. I'm
is
just sneaking on board, missing the experiences from last year. So I'm like, I got to sneak on here.
is Sam gonna join us?
Good man. Yeah, I gave him the link. So he said he was going to say hi to us as well.
Okay.
Where are we with it? Actually, I'm going to exit stage right because I forgot I've been on duty for 4 hours and I've got to do something. See you.
You forgot?
And that's what we're here for, to hear Andrew tell us those important facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Steph, do you want to take us through the day, how it started and how it
I would
shaped
love
up?
to. Yeah, I'm just sending a quick link to somebody else who might pop in here with us.
Oh.
Yeah. What's that?
I think that's what I'm doing. Who are you sending this to?
Michelle.
Me too. Yeah. Okay. So you can do that, and I'll share my screen.
I did.
And I'll
Yeah,
start
share your
taking us
screen.
through what's going on here today. And
You know what I did this morning?
Please.
Got a fresh LP. Fresh
Oh.
legal pad out of the stash. I was ready.
Nice.
You're a pro.
Is that a pro? I don't know. Writing it
Capture
up.
I'm all
notes.
about I'm all about the pen and pad.
Oh yeah.
Like for a tech conference.
Can't miss it. And I have a stack of like 100 of them over there that I will never look into in my
Right.
life, but I'm collecting them.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ryan, producer and director of Web Agent Summit this year. Actually, I took a leaf out of Vito's book and bought half a dozen ring-bound little books and things. After years of not trying pens, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it, and it's been game-changing. So yeah, actually,
Right?
pens and paper, you can't beat it. I wish you could. I want to use an iPad. I want to use one of those fancy Kindle things. No, pen and paper. There's a reason our teachers taught us to read.
It puts it in your mind, you know. It's from the paper to the brain straight away. It's like a direct link.
Oh, believe me, if I wrote notes at university on paper, I probably would have got a better grade. It's as simple as that.
That's right. I don't remember.
All right. Hey, look who's here. We've got some company. Should we let him in?
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. He's been saying do it for ages, and it's because he wanted to put it on a button. What can I tell you?
Put it on a button.
Just do
Sam
it.
Sargent and Michelle Frechette, both joining us here for the wrap up. Nice to have you guys. What'd you think of the program today?
Oh, man,
I had a
it was
great
lot.
session. Yeah.
Sam, have you caught your breath yet? You just got off the stage.
Well, I talk really fast, so no, I haven't. But but
I appreciate
yeah.
that. I hear fast, so if people talk too slow, I'm gone.
Yeah, I tell people. I've had people tell me like I don't listen to you on 2 times. I listen to you on 1.5, and I take that as a compliment.
0.7.
Yeah.
I
I
love
was going dizzy in the back. I was sitting backstage, and I was going, "Take a breath, man. Take a breath."
Vito, do you have
Brilliant.
the? Do you want to share your screen? Do you have the?
Yes, I have it right
lineup
here
or any of the clips?
for us to guide us through the flow.
Do you have?
So we first start. Oh, where is it? Bring it back into here, and we even have that view from last time. There it is from last year, reserved for exactly these occasions where we have a bunch of folks joining us without anyone being hidden behind the logo somewhere.
There you go.
Because that never has happened.
Right.
Yeah, well, maybe I can organize so that it will happen. It happened for me. Oh man!
Oh, it's you.
So on
Okay, we're not used to seeing you yet.
on the panel that I was on with the web builder people, it was so many of us, and it was like chopping off my head right here, the banner. And I said, well, I'll just duck. And Bogdan from Breezy said, he's like, No, I have no hair. I can go. And I put him up, and then I also, by the way, I think I nailed that accent, don't you?
100%.
He went up there, and it was like perfect. It just like it didn't even matter.
So today was an incredible day, kicking off the day with Jesse right after our kickoff. So, by the way, we're presenting this externally as well now. I can see that we're live across multiple channels. So if you want to join the party, come on in, adarim.io/summit, adarim.io/summit. To join the party. There's still one more day, and all of the replays from the past packed 3 days are all live, including Sam's one. Maybe let's see, not yet, but yours is gonna be up within minutes. And the day we kicked off the day with Andrew and Jesse from Automatic. He's the one. Jesse was the one that was driving Jetpack for quite a few years now, leading WP Cloud. He has his own podcast about the industry, and he's been a valued member of the community for quite a few years. How was the session, Andrew?
Our session was great. I mean, just luckily, we know most of these people, so it's great, but he's got such a knowledge bank, and very intelligent, and didn't have any problems with any kind of questions I was asking. Didn't ask him any awkward questions particularly, but effectively he's because he's so community based, and he was telling me about the fact that Automatic, I was saying, must be so tempting, even though you're with WP Cloud. Automatic owns so many products, even non-WordPress products. Must be so tempting just to go, wonder what it would be like working with that, So I mentioned Bleeper, and he Pocket Casts, and all that. And he said, no, we all get involved. We're distributed. We do get involved. I mentioned that I was chatting with Mary. He gave me a couple of nuggets to ask her as well, which was great. He's a great guy. It was, I think it was great. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking to Jesse anyway. He's a funny man. He's got a great sense of humor.
And he has been involved in all these pieces and puzzles. I mean, Jetpack, WordPress VIP, now WP Cloud. I mean, he's still everywhere,
right?
But not deeper.
He's a subject matter expert, So as far as
subject matter experts, he invited you to his podcast, didn't he? AP, you were
he did. He was sick, unfortunately. He was sick, so he couldn't make it. But he's got a producer, John, that does a great job of communicating. And literally 20 minutes before the podcast, and to be honest, it was 9 o'clock at night. I was a little bit shattered. Got got an email 10 minutes before. He's like, I never do this, but I'm sick. And I just went, oh, great. Thank God. Because I could hardly speak anyway. I had a particularly hard day anyway. But no, we'll get together, and I think he'll invite me on his podcast again pretty soon. I'd love to go on as well.
Right after that, you continued with Michelle, which is with us here in the room. So I'm going to give you double Michelle here. I'm going to get us some credits on the next WordCamp.
Michelle.
How's the session? Pretty interesting topic. I didn't get to catch it at time, but maybe you can tell us a little bit for those that want to catch the replay here. What was this about, Michelle?
Yeah. So it's about ways that you can allow your clients access to their website and still kind of client proof them at the same time, because we know that when you give access to a client who is eager to learn but doesn't know, they can mess things up pretty fast.
Right.
And so this is a way. There's different ways that you can do. The chief among them all is reminding them that they have to pay you 3 times your hourly rate to fix anything that they break. That way you avoid it altogether.
There was some nuggets there. And what I was impressed about was that there was you had a person in the background, Michelle, moving around, weren't even phased, didn't even phase you. You just carried on. Didn't have a presentation, just carried on chatting on and giving, and all the comments that we were getting in the room were my God, this is like, doesn't anybody talk about this? It was really, really a valuable session. So thanks very much.
I'm
It
so
was
glad.
great.
Thank you.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
I had slides from the last time I gave it, but I only had them in PDF and my last name was wrong. So I chose to go without the slides this time.
Oh my God.
It was this morning. I'm like, oh, I can fix that. Oh, I can't fix that. I'm not even
No,
going
I
to
can't
try.
fix that.
And
Brilliant.
and at the end of so as the topic talks about client proofing the website,
Mhm.
isn't the whole goal for them to not deal with it at all?
It depends on the client, right? So a lot of these small mom and shops that are running on shoestring budgets, they want to be able to post their own blog posts. They want to be able to do things like that, and not have to pay you an hourly rate every
Right.
time they write something. But the alternative to that is correct also. You don't want to give them access to anything they don't need to have access to. So just because somebody owns the company the website's built for doesn't mean they should have admin access unless they explicitly require it. Don't give them more than don't give them enough to mess up. Give them only
Right.
access to the things they need access to, which is usually just authorship or editorship.
Yeah.
No, great advice. Great advice.
Yeah.
That was something that I learned the hard way back in the day at the agency as well, when we had this one client that they wanted to remove us as the agency. They were cutting some costs and things like that behind the scenes. They basically went in and removed the user from the website and deleted
good.
all the associated posts at the same time. So
And then
there was a
needed you to
very
fix
quick
it.
call.
Put all those posts back.
I fixed it. I fixed it for sure.
I have
And
no
with
doubt. I have no doubt.
friends and help them go on their merry way. But that was definitely an experience that that flagged the importance of making sure that there are the restrictions and all of the different levels in place.
Yeah, I tell people,
And
ask
making
them
sure
what
you've
they
got an
want.
activity log plugin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
do they want versus what they need as well, right? So if you can convince them they don't need to log into the website at all, you're in better shape. But there are some people who just can't afford a monthly plan and or small companies or small things. And for those, you want to be able to give them some access, but remind them how expensive it is to fix what they break.
Yeah. That's great. And
It was great.
right
It was
after
great.
that,
it was much appreciated.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It got really good response in the chat. The
Yeah, I was really happy to see that.
This year. Yeah, a lot of people, and it's interesting too because we've got all these very technical things, how to have an AI employee and hosting and SEO all stuff, and you were like, "Listen, tell your people not to scrub their own websites," and everybody was like, "This is what we need to hear."
It is funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Better yet, give them access only to a sandbox.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, only to the staging environment.
Staging environment. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Andrew, then you continued on with Nico to talk about surviving the hybrid web. What was that about?
I think this was a message that was going through we've had 3 SEO guys going through it, and the message is that build your foundation, make sure that you've got the foundations right for what is now, and that will that will inform you and your website for the future of AIO and GEO and whatever it may be. But some of the statistics that Nico came up with, I mean, if you fast forward through how many websites have actually been, 51% of all traffic is not human anymore. It's all bots.
It's actually higher. It's even higher.
Yeah. So, you message him and tell him. I'm not. Basically, I'm not going to tell Nico.
Yeah, but that's a baseline minimum. I mean, depending on what your site does and whatnot. But yeah, it is
from Blackwall, you guys are tracking this very closely. What is the stats that you're operating with?
Oh, now you put me on the spot.
Are you using a potato for a microphone?
I'm using my AirPods.
Yeah, his beard's getting in the way. Well, that's what it is. But anyway, so what the click is done. The citation is a new impression. I'm
Yep.
not sure about that because I'm still a bit involved in SEO. I still study it. I still have peers that I talk to about SEO. I'm not sure about that, but he's got more money than I have to really get this data from. We've always known that citation.
That was a point that was driven very hard by Eugene yesterday, the president of, or 2 days ago, the president of SEMrush, that was talking about that new wave of SEO optimization for LLMs, and I necessarily said the long phrase to avoid saying the 17 different abbreviations that we haven't landed on one yet.
Exactly. Yeah. Citations have always been a thing, Vito. Even from 3-4 years ago, we were a citation is, backlinks used to be called citations. Now a citation is anybody mentioning you, a blog post by webhosting.today and everything, even without a link to you, but it's mentioning your name. The LLMs will pick that up, but so will the search engines, and it'll be a citation for you. And they've always been, I think Sam could confirm this as well, citations are very valuable. Even Google Business Page is a citation. It's basically an authoritative mention of your name, your brand, your business, your schemas, whatever it may be. And Sam mentioned in his presentation, again, another SEO one, backlinks, backward links. They're still valuable. I've always thought that inward backward links are just as valuable as 3 inward backward links are just as valuable as one medium website backlink to you. So, those are the kind of things that we've done. Most of my clients, especially the local SEO guys, top 5, easy. And if you're not top 5 nowadays, you're in trouble. So I believe what he's saying, but I'm thinking that we've got to take citations exactly as what they were, and citations from LLMs are only taking them from what you've already had. So that's it. So I think it's a kind of a misuse of the word citation. It's something else. We've got to think about what we can call a recommendation from an LLM rather than citation.
Yeah.
One of the things I think I took away from that talk, if I was remembering it rightly, is lovable React sites. They can hit the top rank of Google, right? If you got the backlinks and the citations, like you said there, AP, and they are invisible to LLMs because of the JavaScript. Yeah, this is it, right? So you still kind of have this dichotomy between what the search engines can see, because they're arguably more advanced, and what the LLMs are scraping. And I think that is really eye-opening, right? Like, even now, as we're going into the AIO, GEO world, it's still not a level playing field based on your stack, which is something I completely didn't even think about.
Right. What do you think about this, Sam? Your session was specifically around the same area. And what do you think about these observations?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you do, right? If you work with enterprise and you're doing like national SEO and you were relying on blogs for, the last decade, then you're probably hurting right now because AI overviews have taken a lot of those clicks away. And people are running, straight to ChatGPT or Claude to answer the question, and they might not click through. So that's definitely changing the game. That's one of the reasons why I like local SEO. If your roof is leaking, you're going to work with a local roofer, and you kind of got to click through to the site to get a quote, right? And so, but that being said, that doesn't mean that we're not starting to see our clients getting recommended on these tools and getting picked. We have a tree service client. They got 2 ChatGPT recommendations in a week the other day, and they were losing their minds. They're like, "What do we need to do for AEO?" And I'm like, "We're already doing it. That's why they came through ChatGPT." And so, it's like, I kind of talked about it a little bit in my talk, but especially for like local SEO, the playbook is pretty similar, but there's a couple of things that we could do. We had a summit called the SEO Search Summit a couple months ago, and Darren Shaw was on there, and he talked about how it could be really helpful to turn our clients' websites into like databases of knowledge of the special ways that they help clients specifically, because like what's going to happen to local search, it's probably just gonna get more and more personalized. Gemini asked recently, like, "Hey, can I access your Gmail and your Google Calendar and your Google Drive?" Well, if you ask for a therapist soon, it's probably going to know what insurance you have, might even know what issues you're going through. And so when you ask for a therapist, there might be some other searches going on behind the scenes to help make that recommendation. And so is that stuff on your clients' websites? It's important to really dig in.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And right after that, Andrew, you continued to talk with Mary, the director of WordPress. She's the person in charge of the whole thing. How was the session?
She is indeed. Yeah, the session was great. You know, she's very friendly, very open. Asked her about her autonomy, which she basically confirmed that she is autonomous, because WordPress.org is not just what we see on the face of it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background. There's a lot of products being developed inside of WordPress.org, the project as well. And when you call them, they're not necessarily individual products, but she's in charge of core, basically, you know,
Yes.
and getting things through. And we talked about that. We talked about Matt's influence. We talked about other leaders' influence, and how she wants to bring the leaders into to make more decisions, maybe lower level decisions, but basically just to get some progress going on, because there's been a little bit of too much self gatekeeping. Too many people afraid to make those kind of lower level decisions, but that really nobody really will be affected by, apart from it'll give WordPress better performance. It will give you better options within WordPress as well. So I think all of that, and talking about education, which is very important, talking about marketing, said, why haven't we got a marketing department? Because that's always a controversial situation. We know some people that have been involved in that and been made marketing managers of WordPress, and then, you know, thrown out with great distress and all that kind of stuff, because it's almost impossible to market WordPress.org because it's not a commercial situation on the face of it. So it's up to us. We kind of got to a consensus of it's up to us to market it. You know, tell a friend, just like any product, really. If you love the product, tell a friend. So word of mouth marketing, but more. She wants to do more marketing around education and making sure that people understand the product a bit better. And friendly chats. Talked about. Pardon me,
Andrew. That's a great pause of you there. Oh. I was wondering, how did you feel she did with answering your questions? Did you think she answered honestly and thoroughly, or did you think she kind of was a politician about it and kind of skirted things? What was your take?
So she was it's totally honest. Yeah, totally upfront. I don't think there was any politician type answers when I asked her about Matt's influence. I think if you watch it, you'll see that she was very thoughtful in her answers, because obviously she's a leader of something that affects millions of people's lives. It's a big responsibility, right? So she has to be very confident of what she's saying, but also I think Robert was involved in watching it. Do you think her answers were honest and true?
Yes. And I've had, I think she even mentioned in the session that we've had, you know, she's right. She's great at one-on-ones. She'll really.
We did come offline, and she said she did say you were a little bit of a pest, but I mean, you know, I wasn't going to mention that.
Yeah, when your comment was put on the screen, she went, Jacoby.
and I went, Jacoby, you know, like I normally do. But no, I think she's I've been very lucky.
Straightforward and true. I mean, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. And
did you guys know she loves me? Did you know she loves me?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't get it recorded though.
I didn't hear her screaming Hudson. I heard her screaming Jacoby.
No, she actually did say, I love you. She did say that too.
I learned this trick.
She does what Andrew. I do. She learns it from me.
It's so good though. Heads up if you're going to be in one of my sessions tomorrow. Andrew says, I gotta test your mic. Tell me how much you love me.
Yeah, that's how. First thing.
It's so good.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's not bad, Michelle. Right? You know, you're on it. You're right. You'll be out.
And a couple people were like,
pretty good.
And then who was it yesterday that went, "Do you want it in a sexy voice or something like that?"
Just talking closer, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tell me how much the one of the things that and I'll tell you where that came from just before we go on. Lynn, my former partner, is Finnish, and there's a very, very special way
It's finished
to say
with you,
I love
you
you
mean?
in
Yeah,
Finnish.
I was gonna say, is
Yeah,
that how you
Finnish.
do
Yeah,
waffle?
Finnish.
It might have been an accent.
Suomi, Suomi. And I used to say, tell me, what's I love you in Finnish? And she would go something, blah, 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 because it's quite angry. And so I said, I knew you loved me, darling. Don't worry about it. Smack. So that's where I got it from. Right, now, back to the normal programming.
And so there was the chat was lively during that session, more than many of the other stuff that were going on, and that was basically one of the two core keynote sessions that we had planned for this week, along with Eugene, that started on Monday. That was Mary's session. So if you want to watch the replay, it's all in here. She was, as far as I could see, just from the responses on the chat and some small snippets that I got to catch, she was super honest and open about any situation that has been going on in our space, good and weird at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult when you're a leader of something that affects millions of people and tens of thousands of contributors. You have to be. I think her approach is great. She's been doing it 18 months now. She's getting more and more out into the community. Like she said, I'm much more comfortable one-on-one. Ask Jacoby, and I've had great conversations with her as well. But I'm glad that she's getting more out there. We talked about Matt a little bit, about his influence and everything. She was very, very honest about the influence of our the WordPress founder or co-founder of WordPress. So yeah, great session. But again, loads of great sessions. Let's not forget that lots of people have given lots of their free time to us, and one of them was Carrie. I mean, Carrie and I really go back way back a few years now, 7 years. I've known Carrie, and it's a great relationship. And she's very, very knowledgeable about what she's doing. Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Do you not understand?
Are you
Bless
still
you.
trying to convince us you're sick?
I tried to click the mute.
I was just like, I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen.
He's been
there's
skiving.
2 meters
Anyway,
worth of screens, and I was looking for the mouse so I can mute it, but it didn't work.
There's a button right on your mic. Anyway,
sorry, Andrew. Back to you.
No, well, Carrie, we're great friends, and she's great. So she knows her stuff. It was a very, very good presentation, and basically, what's happening in the hosting world. Moreover, more and more is that hosts are realizing that agencies are their friend, right, rather than just their customer. So getting these agency partnerships together, Jesse and Friedman and I, the professor and I, discussed this as well. He often talks on his impressive hosting about the trifecta, which is the agency, the host, and the customer coming together in partnership. And I think more and more hosts, we know we deal with hosts a lot, Vito. More and more hosts are beginning to understand that the relationship between the agencies and the host has to improve. They have to big each other up. They have to give each other the respect that they both deserve, because hosts are working very hard to make their websites faster, make their services 99.999% uptime recurring, and they're building up agencies. Because I'm an agency, I've got 10 clients. If I'm getting great service from a host, I'm not going to go anywhere else. I'm going to buy another VPS for another 10 clients. I'm going to buy another VPS for another 30 clients. I'm going to help them grow their business. They're going to help me grow the business. And I think some of the agency partnership programs that are coming out in all of the hosts will help the industry be more comfortable about AI and how it's going to affect their business, and be more comfortable about how they can up their level of service, because the hosts are investing in AI to manage the servers. Support's getting better and better every single day. We know that Ben Gabler has really proven that when you have great support, customers stay with you. His churn rate on rocket.net is minimal. He's proven that support is where it's at, and supporting agencies. So yeah,
can you go back for a second?
great presentation.
I don't think that added up to 100. Just doing a little math.
Probably not.
I liked her. Yeah, I think that's 90, but I mean, I'm no math whiz. But the one thing I wrote down from her talk was that agencies should get hosting off of their expense sheet and into their profit. So that resonated with me. I really like that a lot. It does sort of feel like the necessary evil, almost, in a way, and it's intimidating and it's scary when you are if you're a web designer that isn't a server administrator or something like that. It could be very intimidating. So,
and why do you need to be? I mean, that's the beauty of hosting. Good hosting takes that away from you. I don't want to manage it's like the car analogy. I don't need to know how it runs. I just need to make sure it starts when I click the button or turn the key.
It's the trusted supplier, isn't it, Robert? I mean, as soon as you know that you've got a trusted supplier, they're not going to let you or your customer down. You're not going to have a car crash because they forgot to pump up your tires. That's the key, really. And you know that the business will continue running when you're busy with other people or other things. So I think that's where the hosting companies are going, and I'm admiring them for it, and I'm pushing for it.
At the same time, let me throw some try and spark some fire here, because there's
gas on the fire, pal.
Yeah, well, there is no fire yet. I'm gonna start the fire.
Oh, you're gonna strike a match.
Vito's gonna start the fire
from both sides, because we ran a survey around this before a talk that I gave at the agency side of CloudFest. I think it was 2 years ago, and we basically asked agencies what they look for in a host. We did have quite a few questions, and we got hundreds of respondents there to tell us their relationship with hosting brands. What do they care about? How do they look at this from their own perspective, their own business? And to me, one of the more interesting takes from that was that more than 50% of agencies do offer their own hosting. And then yesterday we had a session that was cited from a research from Web Pros and Cloud Linux. Web Pros are the guys behind cPanel, Plesk, like some of the infrastructure that we all use every day. And they ran like a market report around the hosting space, which cited that 50% of hosting companies are looking into providing web design services internally in this new age. And so there's a crossover from both sides that are trying to look into how to bring this into their own stack, which I think is probably the more interesting take in all of this, is trying to look at this from where do we sit as agencies here, and as some of us as hosting companies that are attending and watching us at the same time. How do we find the thing that we're good at, from where we sit we can provide to the clients that not necessarily competes with the other. And so there's a stage and a place for both of these sides. And I'll give an example. If you're trying to run a small, tiny website, then yes, spinning something maybe on Cloudways might be a good solution if you want to do this in a repeatable type of way. But if you have a successful a client that is successful, that has a lot of traffic, that has specific requirements, then outsourcing that to a professional hosting company, I think makes a lot of sense. And alternatively, from the hoster's perspective, doing those small websites that the agencies don't want to take. In fact, we were back in the agency, or we even surveyed that over the years, and basically found that about 80% of agencies that come our way as agency owners are what we refer to as trash leads. The ones that are too small to service, that are coming in with these big ideas and concepts, and build Facebook for $500 kind of clients. The vast majority of these are below the scope that we should be serving in order for us to retain our profitability. These are the ones that are a little bit too bigger, or a little bigger than the DIYers, but too small to afford a chef, to afford an agency. And so that is a really interesting place for the hosting companies to come in and help facilitate that while running agency programs for the chef work. And that's how the whole thing can work together.
Yeah, and I think that's the way we did it. I think I did a similar talk at CloudFest last year or the year before about what agencies really want. They want referrals. They want great hosting. They want partnerships deals that are not going to break the bank moving forward. And if you've got a referral, give us the referral, and we'll leave alone the $500 websites or the $750 websites, because we're only interested in doing the top line, $2.5 grand, $5 grand. And what Sam was saying when he was going through his SEO, high ticket, you got less customers, you got more opportunity to service those customers better. 20 people at $1,500 is worth more to you than 100 people at $300. You know, so it still gives you the same amount of money, but you know, the amount of effort to do 100 people at $300,
and those customers, Andrew, are stickier as well,
right?
Because they're invested in you as the agency who's got the industry expertise, whatever else you're bringing into that, as opposed to just spit out a website.
And I agree with Stephanie as well that we got into the weeds a little bit in here. So let's continue on with Ben. That was talking about the threat of AI in web design. And what is the real threat of AI in web design, Andrew?
Oh, don't ask me. You think I listen to all these presentations? Of course I was paying attention, but I think I've spoken too much. So who else watched it? Jacoby, did you watch this one?
I hit the morning. I couldn't get a lot of stuff later in the day.
Listen, for those of you who are new, if you're new here, I'm going to give you a little pro tip. Don't listen, everyone, just people in the studio here. If you didn't listen to it, you go, I got to catch this one on the replay. You don't say you didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say you didn't listen. Don't say you didn't care. You got to go like, no, this one's definitely on my list to watch the replay.
You got to put that in the secret chat that we have on the side.
Yeah, exactly. What I loved is that the basically he was saying that there is an opportunity for us as real people to do the real work. Very similar to what the UX guy was saying. Very similar to what everybody has been saying around AI. We use it to enhance what we do, and we'll fix your crap, basically. Because, you know, we've been there before, Vito. We both owned agencies. Stephanie the same, Michelle the same, built websites, or people have come along with a website and said, I built this myself. Can you repair it? It's just like asking a tiler, a professional tiler, to come into you when you've mucked up the bathroom tiling and saying, can you repair this? He's going to say, no. Because you're going to say, well, I'm going to repair that and I'll make it better than it is now. But you're going to tell everyone that I did that. Yeah, I helped you with this bathroom tiling. So really your best choice is when someone comes to you with a very, very badly built website, can you repair it? No, but I'll rebuild it for you. And this is how much it's going to cost. And so that's what he's basically was saying there. He wants high paying clients, pay the money. There's less risk. The enemy isn't AI. The enemy is you thinking that AI is the enemy. That's it, really. That's what I got from his call.
That's a great quote.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, I have to jump off.
That was me.
Thanks,
Michelle. See you later.
Yep.
Take it
easy.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Bye. Goodbye.
And Steph, you continued on with Ron.
Ron,
and you've known Ron for a while, right?
I have, yeah. He's several feet shorter than me, as you could see in the screen. We're both standing for these presentations. I had him adjust it, and this is as good as we got it. So
we got to fit the logo in the frame.
That's all we see, basically. Yeah, he's also like camo with all of his trees.
He's sneaky.
Ron is a super smart guy. He's grown his cyber optic up to, he's got now 28 staff. They take care of over 800 websites. And a couple things I liked about his presentation, and I forgot to mention one about Ben's. Ron had a table of contents up at the front of his slide presentation, and it was really nice. He was like, I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this, and then he just went through it. So I really like that. That's not the content, but I just thought that was a nice it was our breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
There it is, right there. Yeah. So it was
Excellent.
good. And Ben's, the thing I wanted to point out that I forgot was that he had a QR code that went to a poll that he then referenced back to in his
That's cool.
later in the talk. I'm like, how have I never thought of that? Like, I thought that was
That's
so
cool.
great that he did that. So
That's
Ron has a ton of free information on his site if anybody is interested in potentially purchasing an agency as a growth strategy, or if they're interested in selling their agency. He's got information on both sides because he knows what he wants people to do if he's going to buy them. He knows how to get
Right.
them set up and figured out. So his talk really, if you have any interest in this or you think it's even a maybe, go watch the replay on this one. And then there's a link at the end of his talk that has a QR code to his resources. But basically he says, if this is something you're interested in, start small. You don't have to buy a 300 site agency. You can go buy like 6 sites off of some, like a small book of business that somebody's got, and work out your processes and things for getting those new clients onboarded and retained and things like that. So, but he gives tons of great tips for how to evaluate a potential purchase and all of that stuff. So
That's
definitely
very cool.
follow.
So it's great advice because Ben bought my business and I had 580 sites hosted and looking after. And then he immediately went off and bought another business, and he's bought another business since then. And he's had to, and then another agency came to him and said, another agency came to him and said, I'm really liking what you're doing. Can I invest in your company? And he went, yeah, sure. So I won't tell you how much, but it was quite a lot of money. It was great. So Ben's business is going good. But he's also being more high ticket. Sam's advice about high ticket, Vito is always advising that as well. Sam, he's got a saying, why are you doing the $10 tasks? Don't do the $10 task. Pay somebody $5 to do the $10 task. You get on with the $100 an hour task, all that kind of stuff. And it's great advice.
Well, and AI is going to take care of those $5 and $10 tasks anyway.
Shut up. I'm trying to make you less than you are. Shut up. But Sam, you're right about high ticket. So anyway, let's carry on.
And right after that, I had a session with Beatrice from WP Stream, who's been a valued partner of ours at the summit over the past quite a few years. And we were talking about, we were basically showing how the platform of the summit was created, how it's built, how people can do a similar thing if they want to run these types of events. It's all WordPress, all self-hosted. In fact, UltaHost is hosting this for us this year, and has been doing an amazing job making sure that the whole thing runs effectively. And WP Stream has been the one powering the streaming that we are being watched on right now. So that's pretty cool to see how that connected. And she gave some use cases as to how she sees agencies using streaming with their clients. A lot of gyms, a lot of churches, a lot of internal communities, gaming, things like that. Very, very interesting.
I had a meeting actually with somebody. I just want to. You talked about churches. I had a meeting with an agency who was using. When I first started with Atarim as customer success, we took people how to use the system really. Because if they bought a business practice, they're still customers of ours. But they build church websites, and all they do, they've got their own software, which uses, I think, WP Stream, but their own kind of build stuff that they're doing, which broadcasts, what do they call them in church when somebody says something?
The sermons?
Sermon?
The broadcast the sermon, yeah.
I think we know what you're doing this Sunday. It's time.
Yeah. I've got to go to church, yeah. Anyway, sermons. And so they broadcast sermons live on these mission websites. Yeah.
It's exactly websites. That. And she was saying that
plenty of money. you know.
Yeah, a lot of older folks can't go out, and and they find it
Exactly.
very attractive that they can still watch and join. And yeah, it was very interesting to talk about that. And right after that, we went back to AI with Bo from Dolly, and this was you,
Mhm.
Steph.
Yeah. Do you know he likes to be called Bowie?
Bowie. I thought it
Yeah.
was Bo. Yeah, but
That's
Bowie.
because
Okay.
that's his name, Bowie.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yes,
sorry,
that's why he likes to
Bowie.
be called it. Oh, well, he didn't care really. I asked, but he said it could be either. So yet another talk of someone showing us how to bring AI bots in as employees, as teams. He talked about how the folks that are like 30% there, 70% there, like who are in the top percentage of people that are actually using AI in these big ways. And he gave some incredible tips, really talked about how to get this set up. One of the tips I liked, one of the little nugs that I enjoyed was that he said when you're setting up your memory files, there's so much about context, not just in Bowie's talk, but
Right.
across the many of the talks we've had this week. And he said to whatever AI bot you're using, put it in conversation mode and tell it to interview you. He said you get the best results from that. You get organic, good content that comes out of that, and then that can get saved as your brain basically of your new employee. So that was one of them. And then he gave what is basically a context engineering primer is what I wrote down, because he said it was past this. He talked about it separately, and then he gave this primer on like the steps to take, and then he did a demo of his product, which is called Dolly, and it's a what does he call it, like an operating system for your agency, which is an AI tool, and it's got like 4 phases, and they're at the first phase right now that just went live. So
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Which
and
is
he's an
that
Admiral user.
folder. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We have an
Yeah, so
integration.
he had this information about Adrim and everything like that, and then he switched over in his demo and asked the question about veto. And it was like fully healthy, being a little sneak, not showing up for work. Just kidding.
She's had a little bit of a conspiracy theory around you, Vito. He's not sick. He's not sick. He's just leaving
Right.
it.
That was I was so when I came back from being in bed for 36 hours, I asked what is the running joke this year, and apparently it's me.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
We
the
just
same as last year and the
Usually
year
it is.
before
It ends up
and the
being.
year before and the year before?
Yeah.
Usually Andrew takes the fall for us, actually.
I know.
I normally take the fall.
But I'm
yeah.
happy to be
I
back
normally
this
take
year.
the fall.
It's more fun when it's Andrew, to be honest. So that was Bowie from Dolly, which was really cool.
You'll miss me
Their
when I'm
website
gone.
too. Don't tease me. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. What was next? Oh, the panel. This was fun. Look at these big shots I got to hang out with for a half hour.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
awesome.
cool, right?
So
I did
part
30
of the theme
minutes.
of what's so part of the theme of what's been happening is that I was in my in the streams, and Stephanie kept on popping in. I was going, what does she want? What is she doing? So I decided to pop in and say hi to all my friends in the stream as well, and it was great. I thought you ran that one really well, Stephanie. So go for it. Go for it because you really got them engaged. It was amazing. So it was a great presentation.
I appreciate that. They all have.
What's the view? What is the future of website builders?
Well, this may come as a surprise, but all of these individuals think website builders are here to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
one of
What is your
the
prediction,
things they
Sam?
were all sort of saying is like, let's go. Really, they were talking a lot about going static on the front end, but having WordPress on the back end and using builders to facilitate. So that was the consensus, I think, of the main question. But it was an interesting discussion. They're really I tried to get them into a cage match. Did you see that at the beginning? I tried to say get them to
You did.
see who's
They
the
weren't
best
having it because they love each other.
builder.
But
And then
they what they
if I'd
did
had
mention.
sorry, go ahead.
What was the website they mentioned, Stephanie? That was
Oh,
retro.
I'll look for it. I have it in my
Hog
history.
something or other. Yeah, it's in the thread. But they were what they were saying is that the websites need to be still exciting. And effectively, because we got Markdown, are we going to have two versions of a website? One in Markdown, one creative. And basically, page builders are there to make you to allow your creativity to explode, really, because we are getting. We've built AI websites together, Vito. I've come up with some great results. They're great results, but they're kind of samey. But then we were getting that with page builders when they were doing layouts in the first place, giving us the layouts to go. You could always tell a Divi website. You could always tell an Elementor website. You can, for sure. Even now you can look at a website.
When you know,
If you know,
when you know exactly. But Robert, go for it.
I was just going to say, the more things change, the more things stay the same. And we had this with like the original mobile websites and AMP and now AI. So I mean, none of this is magically new. Just some of the tools we're using to put it together and deploy it to the end user are changing.
Jacoby, I really
WordPress,
appreciated having you in the chat on that one. You like the thing you said about AMP. I was already kind of like leaning toward it, but I was like, I've been talking too much, so I was glad to be like, Jacoby said this.
I'm gonna throw out the AMP, and I'm glad it got thrown out. Period. But I mean, these kind of cycles of like, how do we dumb down what we're doing for the machines, and then the machines are like, we'll be there eventually. Don't worry about it.
I know. I feel like it's so dumb that we have to like have two versions of a site now. Again, like we've done this 3 times already, guys.
Yeah, we've been there. But this is what Ben was saying. We've seen this movie before. We've all, because we've been in the trade for so long, and we've seen this before. How many times have we seen this before?
The third round.
How many times have we seen things that we don't now use? Dreamweaver, we don't use. Joomla, we don't use. No, maybe we do.
Flash. What about you? Remember that was a thing.
I was talking about Flash. Flash is like, remember we had like, because it's like all this HTML stuff and it's like in tables and this and that. And it's like, we're going so slow. We got some CSS little bits. And then it's Flash. And then all of a sudden you're like, let's play. Where's the menu on this website? You remember that?
So I'm waiting for Sam to jump in when we get to his session. But I mean, JavaScript is Flash now, right? Because the LLMs can't read JavaScript. And just like no one else can really read Flash. I mean, you still need just...
I went to night school to learn Flash. That's how
I'm so sorry.
serious it was. It's just...
And for the audience, Andrew's actually only 25 years old, but he went to learn Flash and he aged, 3 decades in one night.
How rude. See how they treat me, Sam? It's not fair, is it?
He's all right. He'll be fine.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Okay. What's next? All right. So that was...
after that, we continued with... I had a session with Adam from... UX Pilot, and that was a very interesting deep dive into first of all his story, because it's an amazing success story of how he came from an agency, ran a UX agency, then built a product to first help serve themselves, but very quickly brought this to market with the kind of I liked that perspective that he didn't set out to do something massive. Their first goal was, can we replace one client? And their average client was like 10K a month. So that was the first goal with the product. Can it replace one client? And within 18 months, they hit 5.3 million in ARR on this solution. And even in the chat, there was someone talking about some TV ads that they were running just recently.
Yeah.
And it's one of the more interesting success stories in the age of AI in the design space. So it was very cool to have him on board, share that story. And at the core of it, he shared how he used prototyping as a way of accelerating the sales cycle, giving the client an outcome or a deliverable even before they even started doing any piece of work, and of course leveraging AI to do that really quickly to close the deal. And so that was pretty interesting.
You know what impressed me most about that? There was and if anybody wants to see Vito fanboying anyone, watch that replay. Vito was animated through that. He was going, "Wow, what's going on? That's cool. Yeah, good job." So it was great to see my friend and CEO being a fanboy. But what was impressive to me is that he'd set up his platform with an he set up an instance with Atarim. You know, it was his UX and Atarim playbook that he'd put together.
Oh, right.
Did you notice that? It was all his dashboard was Atarim. So I thought he was very, very quietly clever. You know, that's the thing. He's very humble, very modest about what he's doing. And yeah, well, then we did this, and then we did this, and all that kind of stuff. And 18 months of 5.8 million ARR. Amazing.
Yeah,
you know,
incredible.
Great story. I love watching that. Yeah.
And I
it's not about the money, it's about the way they got there.
Open that up for just a second again. Does anybody else just click on that video again.
Sorry?
Could you just open that again? Can you hear me?
Yes.
He can, but he's just not paying attention.
Evidently.
He's just ignoring it. I mean, you know, it's not. I know you're not used to it.
That same video again.
You wanted to see Adam, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because does anybody else feel like Adam is like if I tried to draw Vito from memory? Anybody else? Can you see it?
Now I can't unsee it.
Oh, it took ages to get there, Steph, but that was funny. Well done.
It took a long time. I've been waiting for like 5 minutes.
That's how.
I was like, no, don't put
That's how Liv would Liv would draw her daddy like that. I've seen a picture. Liv would draw her daddy like that. There's no doubt about it. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant. It reminds you of the Vito sticker.
We have a little comment from the Facebook stream as well. Cami McNamara, Web Cami, says, OMG, Andrew, I went to night school to learn Flash too.
That's cool. Hey, Cami.
She is my favorite ginger.
And as we're going closer to the wrap up, so we were doing this right after Adam, or right after the session. There was a session in between, wasn't there? No, wait, straight at it. I think there was something in. Just the order was different. That was before I stepped in. And that was prior to that. And then I gave a demo of the new Do It functionality inside Atarim. Took the story a little bit of how the AI is shaping up the delivery at the moment from this reality of the that was the kind of like 3-day build versus 6-week delivery with a client. Now is shaping up to be more like where the 3 days now became the 3 hours, but at the same time, the delivery remained exactly the same. So while it used to take 3 days on your own to build a website, but to actually deliver it with a client took 6 weeks, now it takes 3 hours to build a website on your own without a client, but it still takes 6 weeks to deliver with a client. And so that is that has been our obsession with Atarim for the past few years, and we're already cutting this by more than 50 to 70%. But with what we released today, this is taking it to a whole new level, because now you can click any part, make requests, see them in real time, and even click a button to execute on these requests, essentially eliminating 75% of feedback requests that are coming your way with a click of a button. Just do it. Yeah, Steph, where is the Stiller?
I've already played it. Yeah, I'll do it again. Do it.
Do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah. So you can click around and just do it. You get the request. Yeah, I agree. Do it. Done. And 75% of the requests are now boiled down to a click of a button instead of opening the backend and finding the page and editing in whatever builder that we're using. We're modifying it directly in there with a safe mode as well. And that has been released today. So if you want to try this out, you're invited to go to adarim.io. The Do It is available on the WordPress plugin. The Show Me, which is basically the preview, is available across all platforms. We need the Do It to execute. And there's more coming with Webflow and with Lovable and Shopify and some of the other ones in there as well. And right after that, we've had Sam.
I just want to share this. This is from Kalinka. Also, I've been really stressed out and trying to absorb this conference on a tech hack with an old computer tethered to my phone because the internet isn't working properly. Which is all to say, I've barely been able to watch the summit with frustrating tech and other files to put out. But this end of day recap session is unexpectedly, awesomely helpful and relaxing.
That's awesome.
Why don't more virtual conferences do this? Thank you. So there you go. There you go. It's proof, Stephanie, because this is worth doing. The morning and the evening is definitely worth doing.
And especially with all the replays
did you skip Pete? Exactly. Uta says, did you skip Pete? What's going on? We skipped Pete, didn't we? Pete Everett, SEO.
Oh yeah, we did.
Because I introduced him, Uta. That's what it was.
That's right. So I don't have the video here yet. Maybe there's something.
I got to catch the replay of Pete's for sure.
Yeah. But
actually, no, I did catch half of it though. I have a note from his. Do you want to hear it? Got a nug?
Yeah.
From Pete. Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go to Sam.
Definitely want a nug from Pete.
I mean, we have to go to Sam at some point because he's stuck through this for the last hour plus.
So I took a couple notes. He said he gave a list of 4 things as foundational for your SEO. He was talking about SEO and how, like, stop listening to all the crazy either people who are saying everything's changing, it's all burning down, or people who are saying like you don't have to do anything, whatever they're saying, all the crazy, the people that are waving their arms around screaming, or just ignore them. Here are your foundations. Sam, feel free to fact check this. Okay, pal? All right. Build your schema graph properly. 1. Number 2, author everything. Put authors on everything and then qualify the authors. 3, be consistent.
Agreed.
And 4, he said that AI content underperforms, so do original content. It's not hard.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm pretty
not
much there
hard.
with that.
And then
he's, he's a good guy.
Then he said, so those are the foundational things, and then he gave a little task list, and basically he said, do this for your own agency first. Go do those things. You'll figure it out then. You'll figure it out. You'll see what works and how you do it and get better at it. Then number 2, sell it as a service, and start by doing like an audit. And the third thing on his do it list was start changing how you build. This should not be a retroactive fix. Build sites with schema. Build sites when you build a site for someone, include proper author pages. Not that shouldn't be an afterthought. So I thought that was those were some really great tips.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you think?
That's possible in WordPress.
Very much.
I like what he said about, your first client is you. I say that a lot in the academy. I'm like, hey guys, now go do this on your own website and start to get results, and you can share that as you start to sell this. So I think that's great.
Yeah, we call it walk on code.
It's good that we had
go through the pain yourself
I
first.
think it's good that we had SEOs around. We didn't have much SEO talk last year. We also look at Stephanie Hudson. Oh dear, melon face. I don't know. We had a massively good selection of speakers this year. We've always had good speakers, but this year just seems more intense, half-an-hour sessions, back to back, just incredible information overload. So that's why we've got the replays.
Really cool. Yes, I'm sure. And as we're getting to the last session of the day before we got into this hangout here, we had Sam talking to us
Save
about
the best for last.
Save the best for last. Don't sell websites. Take the system I used to build a 250K a year agency. And we've had a few interesting playbooks being shared this year. Sam, what? Tell us a little bit about yours.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to keep it pretty basic. You only get 20, 25 minutes, so it's hard to like be like, here's everything, right? And
Right.
so I try to keep it pretty high level. And I just said there's basically like 4 things I want you guys to focus on. The first was mindset and making sure that you remember why you started your business, because things get hard. And so when things get hard, if you know your why and you know your values and you have that come through your business, like that can be really helpful. So that was the first thing. The second thing is talking about lead generation. And I think relationships really matter. And so I talked about how you can really build relationships in your area, because if you really don't have that many growth clients, for like SEO or whatever it is you want to do in that space, then, starting with your area can be a perfect place to start. Then I talked about sales call, trying to stop selling deliverables and start selling the value. I talked about the concept of the delta, which means difference in math. And it's like, if you can get people from where they are to where they want to be, you don't have to solve all their problems. You don't have to get the dog to stop barking at them or the kids to stop talking back. Like if you can just get them part way to their goal, like they're going to love you forever. And then the last thing I talked about was like the delivery system. I talked a little bit about local SEO, what's still important, even in 2026, while AI's, ruining the world or making it better, however you want to look at it. And so I just talked about that a little bit. So just kept it high level today.
That's very cool. And
I mean, I dread to think how fast you're going to have to speak
really
if you
good,
keep it low level. It's not amazing. You did an hour's presentation or an hour's presentation in half an hour. Crazy. You're amazing.
That's perfect. That's perfect. It's all about the gold nuggets per minute, Sam, right?
Right.
Yeah. It is.
That's what we're optimizing for.
Nugs per min.
Web education.
I know. I was going to say NPM.
And we can't leave today's session without exploring the arcade. And so if you are still hanging out with us or you're watching from the outside and you want to join in the party, there's still one more day to hang out with us all here at the Web Agency Summit number 6. In order for you to join, is what's going on here? I'm going to hit the...
well, you guys hop into the arcade. I got to run, but it was good to hang out with you guys for an hour.
Thanks so much, Sam.
Thanks for having
Sam, great pleasure. Great pleasure. Come back soon.
Can I share mine, Vito?
Oh, yeah, you already have that, right? Yeah, perfect. I got stuck.
All I know is that I lost to the AI bot on the InMotion Pong.
Yeah?
Don't ask how. I didn't know what I was doing.
All right, this is my game, you guys.
Did I get removed?
No. We love you.
Oh.
Don't tell Andrew we accidentally kicked him out. Oh, you kicked him out again?
It was an accident the first time. The second time was not. And the second time was not.
Oh,
you put me on just I'm having a
Mr. Palmer. Oh my God. It's only the 6th time you've done this, Andrew. Can you get your act together?
You know what our drinking game this year should have been, Vito? And we could still do it tomorrow. Every time Andrew joins a session on mute, we have to take a shot. We'd be hammered.
I can't drink that much. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Ryan, did you play the prescription medication versus AppSumo app? It's such a catchy title. I think is really the big hook.
I think anybody who's not playing Serpents or the interactive games is wasting their time. I've been trying to go on that.
Exactly.
You'll notice.
Did you play this one yet? Who wants to be the guinea pig? Robert? Okay, let's put Jacoby.
Yeah, I've not done it yet, but yeah, let's get.
Okay, you tell me which to pick, Jacoby. This will be Jacoby's turn. It's not as easy as you think, guys. I'm gonna see if I can make this bigger.
Again, I lost to the bot playing Pong, so let's not.
Yes, right. Okay, so is Keytruda an AppSumo app or a prescription medication?
Prescription.
3, 2. Nailed it. Okay, good. Oh, you're on a roll. Okay, WorkLens.
App.
Yeah, I'd say an app as well.
It's an app.
Nice. App.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Air Supra. Zenzetti.
App. Oh! Oh, that's definitely an app. What,
Creslo. What do you think?
Creslo sounds like an app.
I've added Ryan back to the stage. He's not getting away with it that much.
Signitic.
I'm currently
go
writing
with
everybody's
Happy.
Roundup email. It's nice because I just listen to what you guys are saying
Signitic.
in the roundups, and then I'm like, oh, I'll write that down.
Keys.
That's really interesting.
That's got to be an
Brilliant.
app.
I'll let you get on with it.
Tegdeo.
I'm gonna go with
App.
prescription.
Is an app.
Oh, come on! I got to
That's
make it entertaining for. Oh, this is definitely a
Do
prescription.
Pixit. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom takes that. Pradaxa.
That's what happens when I talk to
Hurry,
Vito too long.
hurry.
I get prescription.
App,
It's an
yeah.
app.
I get Pradaxa when I talk to Vito too long.
This sounds
Busy.
like an app.
App.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Vito, for helping him because we'll be here all night. He waits all 10 seconds for every single one. Subway.
It has attention deficit disorder. There's
App.
no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us?
Mm-hmm. We only have two more.
Oh, I know this
Rion.
one. Rion, I actually bought this deal at AppSumo. So I know
Yeah.
it.
Did you?
You bought this? Pinflux
so
is the next
sad.
one. What do we think? Last one.
App.
Oh no. Okay. Phew. My mouse was sticking. Oh, this is the last one. Alto
That's
Miris.
definitely an app.
I feel like that's an app, yeah. That was an easy one. Oh, it's a drop.
Oh, psych.
Okay, only two.
Come on now. It's harder than you thought, right? Guys,
Yeah.
I've been for like, I don't know, 3 years. I have a note on my phone. And every time I get caught on like one of my streamers that doesn't have, like I have the ad version, I'd be like adding prescription drugs.
You should have added
Welcome
that
to
already in
America.
there as well to see
Hey,
if what
all I
people
want to know
think.
is Jacoby's got the gold medal right now on the leaderboard.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Is-
right.
Wait, come on. I do need to work on the name. The name's not
What's the name?
particularly. It's like app or prescription. I mean,
Oh, I
it's
see.
accurate. It's accurate. but it's-
Subscription or prescription?
There you go.
What
Perfect,
did you
Vito.
say?
That is perfect.
Huh? Subscription or prescription?
Oh, dang it. Why didn't I think of
Right?
that?
I'm going to message
Wow.
Zachary.
I mean, this is why
my game
Vito is
master
the
and
marketer
tell him to
amongst
change
us.
it right now.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vito. I need that. We'll trademark it.
Prescription
So,
or subscription?
anyway.
I love it. I love it.
Go play some games. But yeah, I think it's hilarious because I remember thinking like AppSumo, man, they're just dumping out a bag of Scrabble letters to name these things. Like it's nuts the names that they're trying to come up with because nobody can get a domain anymore.
I'm trying to
They're all
figure
gone.
out how you've had time to actually go and play these games. That's what I'm trying to think.
I haven't.
We,
I just
who's
did
the
it right now
leaderboard
while
on
we were-
She literally just
co-hosting?
did it for the
That's
first
what
time.
Yeah, rubbish.
I mean, Jacoby is
Yeah.
the only one who
Yeah.
had a thing on the leaderboard.
And there's a bunch more games that are sitting
No,
here.
I
with
played
this,
I played the In Motion one. Where was that? That's where the
Mhm.
Pong beat me up.
yeah,
Mhm.
this one.
The snake
yeah.
one's fun. I did that one. while we
The
were sitting
email
here.
Pong. I did not realize.
I mean, I
that
think this
certain-
is a massive achievement. I mean, Zachary's done an
Oh.
awesome job.
Oh, Uta
Yeah.
said
on this,
she's all over the
of
leaderboard.
building this.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
That's cool. Let's see what we got here.
You've installed at least one questionable tool. That's funny. Awesome job on this by Zachary, guys. Come on. How good did
Yeah,
he
yeah,
do
it
at
was
these
amazing.
games?
Amazing.
Hands off to Zachary on this one. And well, my computer is kind of lagging a little bit, so I think we're gonna go back to you, Steph, here with this one.
Oh yeah,
What
it's
do we
just
need
all.
to keep playing?
No, I think
We're
we're good.
streaming
We
so
just
much.
wanted to share some. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, well, let's go back to here because this looks pretty cool. We'll do one last round and wrap this thing up. Look at this one.
What are we doing?
Scope creep. Battle your clients and make it to Friday. Yeah. Who wants to play? Jacoby. He's gonna.
Jacoby. Or Ryan. Should we get Ryan to play? No, Jacoby. It's good. Yeah.
Jacoby.
It's fun to watch Jacoby lose. Sorry.
Normal
only got him for 5
insanity mode
minutes.
or boss run.
Oh, we're definitely doing boss run because I have no idea
Yeah.
what's going on here.
Make your browser window smaller so that it increases. It makes it bigger. There you go.
Or Zoom. Yeah.
3 bosses, then all 3. Okay, face 3 mystery bosses, one at a time. Each one has its own tricks, and then you have a final round. Okay,
Oh, you have to
Well,
pilot this thing? Oh, this
yeah,
is
it's
this
Oh,
is
this
pilot
is not
the
going to
whole
work
thing,
well. It's not going to go good. I don't understand this one. Do you?
Yeah, got a stopwatch, slows down. There's some power ups that I need to
Oh
be
my
aware of.
word! Oh, wow, this is
Asteroids.
intense. Oh, it is asteroids.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh,
Ah,
Creep.
oh,
Immediately toast. Yeah,
That's so creep.
that's really hard. Did you go like boss
Bye-bye.
level
Oh, man.
immediately?
I went. He told me to go boss mode, so
Oh,
I'm trying to do my
well, I
best
didn't know what
here.
the game was. So
oh, you're doing good.
That's it. Got wiped out. Scope 1.
I just saw
the project was
Scope-
canceled.
Scope 1. I just saw somebody who 3D printed a joystick and like it has a rectangular base that fits over top of your arrow keys on your computer, so you can like, I don't know. That would be perfect for that game.
Yeah, we didn't even make it to the leaderboard.
Mm-mm.
There was a miserable.
No, I don't think we got a single point. Yeah, I mean, monsters killed 0. Oh, we got 33. We got 33.
33. Wow, there was 66,000. So there's definitely some practice to do here. Yeah, let's do one more. I really like that agency tycoon.
That one's a little bit like you got to like really read it. Do the Flappy Bird one.
Okay. Flappy Bird. Yeah, this is so cool. But this one was yeah. Okay, that's fine. Which one was that?
Pixel Flapper.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mela-
Pixel
Mela
Flapper.
Press.
Yeah.
Mela Press.
Oh, I just hung out with Robert at Checkout Summit.
Put Jacoby.
Yeah.
You gotta make we're gonna make Jacoby really
he was a speaker and a sponsor. It's crazy. It's good.
I'm going to be at the bottom of the leaderboard for everything. Thanks a lot, guys.
Perfect.
Oh, I played this one. Yeah, you
I know,
gotta
I mean,
just press
so
the
do it.
space bar.
You have to do the space bar,
Oh,
and
space.
then you have to keep him like like not to hit the pipes.
Yeah, it's Flappy Bird.
It fell on the
not
first
to hit
one.
the pipes.
Who's playing this?
Yeah,
I mean, he
it's
doesn't take
hard.
good
I tried
instructions,
playing
does
it
he?
too.
He really-
Guys, if this isn't scintillating programming, I don't know what is.
Whoever
Okay,
was watching,
it's
just died.
4 minutes to midnight. I think it's time we call it a day.
Time to wrap it
I've got
up.
a long day tomorrow. It's the next day tomorrow. Wrap up. Just give a quick overview of what's happening tomorrow, Mr. Peleg, and
Amazing
then we
stuff
can
on the
all,
last
in
day.
the UK, we can go to bed, and the Americans can
I'm gonna
get on
put
with
your
their
screen up.
evening.
There
Yeah,
you go.
so we have that final day coming tomorrow where we're going to be starting with our kickoff. So you get to hang out with us in the morning, and we're going to go deeper into each one of them.
You know what,
Try
guys?
to
It's
spend
so
some of
soon.
you
We
guys.
might as well just sleep here.
Just do that right straight away. And we're going to talk to. There's going to be an interesting panel here with Raitis, Ivana, Svilena, and Bogdan. We have an East European kind of panel here to kick off the morning. Svilena is from Nitro Pack
WP Engine.
and WP Engine now as well. Bogdan from Breezy, Ivana and Raitis are from WP Bakery. And we're going to talk about growing through communities. They've all done that very nicely. Actually, Breezy has a very active, awesome community around the product. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have Bud joining us with a game. There's already a game that has started on Monday, and the winners are going to be announced on tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning EST. And after that, I'm going to have a conversation with Mark. Mostly, I'm interested in well, he's been building websites for quite a while, but I'm interested in a video that he published that went viral a couple of weeks ago of how he lost the clients to Claude, and he's kind of telling the entire story. And
I love this guy.
You know, when I was watching it, the thing that was super visible to me is how genuine it was, because it looked like it just happened, and he hit record and just shared it. And you can see he was kind of hyperventilating even a little bit, just trying to process this new reality in real time. And I think that's what resonated with that video. So we're going to touch on that experience and see what happened since then. And then we have Simeon from Host Armada. I saw him briefly today at the lounge, how web hosting impacts client retention and recurrent revenue for agencies. We're going to see how they're exploring that with their agency partners as well. And after that, we have Alex from Side, who are known for quite a few years. Side is the biggest WordPress agency in Europe, coming in to share their playbook, one battle after another, why great projects start with saying no. It's an enterprise agency, very, very successful. And Alex is the one that is behind the scenes. And I reached out to him specifically to try and bring him to contribute a session this year, because over the past few years we've had Robert, who's an amazing person to have and talk about the community and the space from his perspective. Robert,
Not this Robert, the other Robert.
another Robert,
Other
yeah.
Robert.
You're the Jacoby. He's the
You're
Robert,
Jacoby.
right?
He's Robert.
He's the windish. The
But
windish.
he's got to give Alex the hat, though, right? Like that's non-negotiable.
Oh, that would
Yes.
be. I don't think that's going to happen with Alex, but that would be
Oh, man.
beautiful.
No, that's not
And
going to happen.
that-
But he actually, I think Alex Frizzon is on for an hour, Vito.
Yes, I can
That's
see
one-
that.
that's-
Yes.
That's a full hour. one,
And we're
yeah.
gonna hang out, and just gonna be a fireside chat and talking about the whole
Nice. Nice.
the whole just going deep. So if you have questions for the biggest agency in Europe, that's a great place to come in and post your comments. And then right after that, I believe you're gonna be hanging out with Ollie, Andrew. I'm talking about the AI
Yeah.
gold rush. Why your agency greatest opportunity is also your biggest liability. That's a interesting topic to explore. And Ollie used to work for Nimbus, which was a hosting company focused on the agencies 100% as their core audience there. And then after that, we have Raquel, who is the founder of well, more than that, the founder of PressConf, and she used to be the community lead at Divi prior to that. And PressConf is
Elegant
like
Themes.
the event for the economy of WordPress. I was just there a couple of weeks ago. It was a great event, face to face.
I heard good things.
It was awesome.
It's
for sure.
fantastic.
And so she's gonna talk about the why. And so with this one of those inspirational kind of conversations, and I don't think there's anyone better than Raquel to deliver a topic like this to all of us. And it seems that would be the end. And well, after that, there's gonna be a few more sessions that are not visible here. Maybe he's gonna tell us.
Yeah,
Ryan,
I can shout them out real quick if you want.
Yeah, please.
That's owning your why. Then we've got our pal Jonathan Watson from my Focus on Your Biz group. He is going to be talking. His talk title is "Finding Your Precious: How Passion Can Build a Better Agency." That is a weird title, but it's actually very funny because he has a podcast and blog and everything about Lord of the Rings. So it's Find Your Precious. And he is going to talk about that as his little passion project, side thing, whatever. So
Well, we love a side project in WordPress. So yeah, it's appropriate.
we do. Then next up, have we seen this movie before? Which is David Johnson from Stellar. Love that guy. Jacoby gets a little bit uncomfortable because he gets some serious like mustache competition and beard.
Envy.
For those who don't know, there's actually a secret WordPress stash WhatsApp group, which I think was.
Is it just you and David?
Well, it's I can't talk about it. It's a secret.
Oh,
what happens in stash stays in stash. But it was actually Courtney Robinson who started that from GoDaddy.
Right.
I love it. She hasn't got a tash. What's going on? But I love
No,
it
but
because the fact it's called
she created the
stash.
group. She created the group.
Is it spelled STACHE? Stash.
Yes, sir.
How lovely.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Next up, how I built the agency of my dreams with Jimmy from Angry Creative.
Awesome.
Andrew and him are going to have a chat.
And Jimmy runs the biggest WooCommerce agency in the Nordics. We just had a conversation with him a couple of weeks ago, sharing how he's implemented AI within his agency. And in his words was, Vito, I was never this calm. It's like everything is just running in the background, and he's like, I don't know what to do with my day.
Well,
I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. So I'm looking forward to hearing that.
All right, next up, we've got Bridget Willard joining us to talk about SaaS. Turn SaaS objections into blog posts that close deals. Another very specific, actionable talk. It's going to be great.
I can't wait to see Bridget kick some ass, some
Yeah.
sass.
Kick some sass, Bridge. Okay. Then your clients plus AI. What are the rules? This is going to be a panel. We're going to have a bunch of folks in here, right? We've got Adam Weeks, Carrie from
Right.
InMotion, Jake from Fueled, Pete Everett, Sam Sarston. Who else is joining this one? Do we have anybody else in there? That might be it. But so that'll be interesting. We've talked a lot about this sort of not as a topic of a talk so much, but it comes up in the side chats. You know, how do you bill for work that you're doing with AI? How do you explain it to your clients? What do you do about their data being being used in AI? All of these kind of things. So lots to talk about, unpack there. Next at 4:30 p.m. Eastern
Daylight Time.
Eastern Daylight Time. Mike Demo is going to be talking about becoming an apocalyptimist about AI.
Cool.
It's taken me like 13 times reading it to be able to say apocalyptimist.
That's
or whatever.
why I'm still here and you're not this year.
Well, I'm wrong.
Wow.
It's not, Jacoby. It's because I'm back.
It came out meaner than I meant it. I meant,
but it is.
Okay.
No,
No, it
she
came
is
out
mean. I've
nicer
told
than
you
it
she's
sounded.
mean. I tell you, people know that she's mean.
How I
This is
became an
evil.
apocalyptimist about AI and what your agency should do. It's cutting off now. I can't read that one.
It's crazy that he's got such
what?
a long word because he talks when he messages me. He talks in acronyms, and I go, I don't understand what you mean. And then he's come up with this this word. It's a made-up word.
Then we've got, what does the agency of the future look like? This just has
That's
the three
us.
of us. Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be an adult who's moderating the three of you. I mean,
This is because we've been collecting this information and asking these questions even without us knowing. It was all Ryan's master plan to bake it into the questions that we ask, so that we can have a session that will summarize what we've learned from these 50 plus experts over the past 4 days, and summarize how does the agency of the future look like? What are the learnings? So if you want to get all the golden nuggets wrapped into one session, that's the one that you
big
want to
chest of nuggets. I shouldn't.
I think I need to watch all the
gestured
replays.
like this for big chest.
Were we meant to be taking notes, sir? He could have told us. Thinking it.
you can always catch him on the replays.
Yeah, you can use AI.
Oh, no, well, I'll get ChatGPT on it. I'll use AI on it. Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's a then that's it. Then the roundup.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. What does the agency of the future look like? And then the AI agency of the future.
Okay. Which is I'm gonna talk about my and try to close the event with my predictions. I've been talking about this very, very deeply with the players in the space at all different levels over the past couple of years, and we're going to try to bring in the perspective of from seeing AI from the very first days of implementation. As we mentioned before, Andrew and I built the first implementation of AI into WordPress back in 2021, and have been observing this space very closely since then. But now it becomes real, folks. So this is there's a few things that I would love to share from what I've been hearing, and I made a whole deck and talk about this that I'm looking forward to sharing with everyone and seeing how.
When did you have time to do that? When did you have time to do that? You were meant to be in like ill.
Yeah, well, I did
you're right.
I already did it before.
I think you're right, Steph. I think you are right. Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
It was already pre-made.
So, for those who don't know, and the probably one person or zero people who are watching right now at this
40
point,
people
40 viewers, 40 people.
Oh, great. Okay.
Us, yeah,
well, if you don't know,
yeah.
now you know that Vito and Andrew were revolutionary. They launched Bertha AI. It was text generator. Like you could generate content and then eventually images. It came out before ChatGPT.
Yeah, like years before.
2021.
Yeah.
There was nothing. There was
20
nothing
21.
like it. And their big hurdle was getting people to believe that this was even a thing.
Yeah.
And then ChatGPT launches and is free and completely tanks them.
That's right. Yeah, it wiped us.
I said to Vito, I said, you know what? I'm going to get my coat. We literally went from $5,000 a month revenue for a startup, fully bootstrapped by this person here, and we fully went to zero in 24 hours because ChatGPT.
So you know what?
Crushed.
There's nothing. It just tells everyone how quick you are to get things done.
It was amazing.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that
Well,
is.
no, we started
that is
actually.
so
Vito
impressive
came
you
to
guys
me. Yeah, but I want to tell you. I want to tell a very, very short 30-second story. Vito came to me and went,
Mhm.
I haven't got any developers spare. I want AI in Atrium. I went, okay. And then we went, bit difficult, because he was the one that got the. So it was his idea. Bertha was his idea, absolutely. But I had developers who we still work with today, which is great. And we we built this thing. It was May, and we started it in May, and we launched it fully branded with the help of Yoast when they were privately owned. They rebranded Bertha for nothing for us because they loved the product. We didn't take any investment from anybody because we just said we don't know what's going to happen. We don't want to take your money. It's too chancy. So, and we launched, and we had a very, very successful launch. And we thought, this is the way to go. We reinvested some money, had a little dividend as well, which was nice. Had a nice Christmas, and then we literally got a slap around the face with a wet fish called ChatGPT.
And I remember that time we were like, I was seeing this trending on Twitter, and I was like, but I've been telling you for years. That's what I've been saying. What are you talking about? And
so they had this. You had this situation where you couldn't get people on board because they didn't even know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
They didn't know what it was.
They didn't understand what it was.
And then
exactly.
the second they knew what it was, you were obsolete because they had ChatGPT made them understand it, but also.
Do you know that we had 28,000 users? 28,000 users in the first month, right?
That's
not paying,
amazing.
because we gave away some stuff for free, but at one stage we had I think it was 2,500 paying users at $10 a month. I mean, it was great. We loved it. But it's also informed Vito of how to write prompts properly. Vito carried on investing in AI in the way that in his head and everything like that. So that's what's informed Atrium now. Bertha, without 100%. Bertha being there, he would not have been able to do what we've been able to do in Atrium, which is amazing. So we're very, very pleased to have done it. Still alive, still going, but and people are still loving it. People who have got it love it. People who haven't got it kind of say, "Oh, well, I can do this in thing." Yeah. But if you're in WordPress and you want to write an article, you want to do alternative text on your images when you upload them, Bertha AI is still there, and it's cheaper than ChatGPT. It's crazy. So it's still there.
You actually get paid to use Bertha.
Guys, we got to wrap it up.
Paid to use. Yeah, we have. Yeah, but thanks for bringing that up, Steph. It's very relevant. Yeah,
it's really impressive, and I think it gets sort of like forgotten because it was 5 whole years ago, and that's ancient now, but you guys were so ahead of the curve. That really is so impressive to me. So tomorrow, guys, bright and early, 8 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing our next kickoff, and then stay tuned all the way till the end of the day. For those of you who don't know, my Facebook group, Focus on Your Biz, we do a hangout every Thursday at 5 Eastern. We have a great time. There's a bunch of smart people in there, a few of which who are speaking on the summit this week, and some loyal followers in the chat and watching every talk. I mean, I have a little Facebook Messenger group of a bunch of them that are watching. I mean, tons of stuff. We've got Richard, Stana, Uta, and more. And Andrew and Zachary come to the Thursday thing quite often as well. So anyway, because we'll be here, we're gonna switch our hangout and have everybody come hang out with us
in the lounge.
Oh my
in the
goodness! Oh my goodness!
Awesome.
In the lounge,
And that we have the and every year we do the after party. Usually we have a
Pop and bubbly.
longer week. Yeah, so we'll get a drink and let's have a party together at
Yeah.
the lounge at the end of the day tomorrow.
Gout be darned, Vito. We're
That's
popping
right.
bottles.
That's right.
Wow.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
We're
See you
popping
tomorrow.
bottles.
See you later,
And if you're watching
everybody.
outside, adarim.io/summit, adarim.io/summit. You can watch all the replays from all the last 3 days and join us for the final day tomorrow. Go play in the hangout in the arcade with all of our amazing sponsors that have made all of this possible and continue to make this possible every year. And yeah, and have a good night, everyone.
That's adarim.io/summit.
.io.